Click, click, clap. What's going on, guys? I'm SimpleSimon, and today I don't even know where I'm going. But by the time you've clicked on this video, you'll know where I'm going because I would have had some sort of title. I do have to stop past Pop Toys and see Andrew. He's got a couple of figures for me, so since I got the day off, I'm going to make the trek out to Pop Toys. And then after that, I don't know, because obviously I've done a few videos at Pop Toys. I want to sort of put the spotlight on somewhere new, hopefully. So again, if you've clicked on this video, you'll know what this video is about. I just don't know where I'm going yet. I don't know why I'm so exhausted. Anyway, let's do this. Quick shout out to my Minions. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you're interested in exclusive members only videos, extended episodes of The Noob, and exclusive emojis, hit the join button to find out more about channel membership. But remember, your membership is not required. The best way to support the channel is by liking and commenting on videos. Perks. The nomination round has begun for this year's Comic Book Community Awards. Vote for your favourite comic book YouTube channels across a number of different categories and show your love and support for the comic book YouTube community. Visit cbcawards.org. Alright, so before I went out to start the day right, I had to go visit my mum. And my mum being mum, of course, she had to make sure her boy was fed. So she made me a coffee and a nice toasted sandwich. See that, my American friends? That is a chicken sandwich. I always enjoy looking at the photos that my mum has on her walls and on her fridge. There's me and cute baby June June. Alright, so I've decided where I'm going. I am going to go to Pop Toys, and I believe last time I went to Pop Toys, afterwards I went to the Waverley Antique Bazaar. The place was so big that I only got through half of it, and it did say that I would return one day to check out the other half, so I think today's the day. The sequel to the Waverley Antique Bazaar, so it would only be fitting that we start off at Pop Toys. Alright, so I arrived at Pop Toys. Now, it'd been a couple of months since I've been there, so I was pretty excited to see what was new. Hey Super Russ, are you watching this? There's your Grail, baby. 150 bucks? Maybe one day. Now, I wouldn't mind this figure set just so I can take a photo of it next to the comic book. So there was actually a lot of stuff that I hadn't seen at Pop Toys before. So it's good to pop in every couple of months because, things turn around, things change in the cabinets, and it feels like you go into a new shop. Now, I used to love G.I. Joes when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything about them. But these figures look great. They look fantastic. Now, because I've done a few videos at Pop Toys, I'm not going to do too much of an extensive look inside the store. If you guys want to see a more in-depth look at the whole shop, check out the video where I put the spotlight on Pop Toys. Now, if you're watching this and you don't know what this is, well, it's definitely the place to be this weekend. This video I'm going to release it early. I'm going to release it next week, which will be the week of
Giant Size Vintage and Modern Toy Fair at Caulfield Racecourse.
So when you're watching this video, this weekend, if you don't already know, is going to be the Giant Size Toy Fair. And I can say from experience, it is the best toy fair you'll go to. Like,
very kind.
I always say it, like it's one of my, as far as what I'm into, it's my favorite thing to go to.
Awesome.
It's got a bit of everything for everyone. As far as collectors go, mate, you've done a great job.
Thank you, with my partners that run the business.
That's right. What's the future for Giant Size?
Go big.
Yeah. Is it going to stay at the racecourse?
Yes, more to be revealed,
Okay.
But we love doing it at the racecourse. Yeah. We obviously have our smaller shows at Moorabbin Town Hall. We've got one of those in October, so that follows on after Caulfield on the 11th. So we will let people know after that.
But yeah, as far as toy fairs go, it is the Mecca. Best in the Southern Hemisphere.
Thank you very much. So yeah, over 250 tables of toys. We've got comics there, trading cards,
Barbie dolls.
We're not going to list all the products, but it's too much. It's too much. It's overwhelming. People have been quoted. So come and see. Dealers' tables are well sold out, so they'll be stocked full of goodies lots of vintage, lots of modern toys. Get your tickets online, or you can enter at 11, cash at the door. But if you want to come in earlier, check out if there are tickets still available online at vmtoyfair.com.au.
I regret it.
Alright, so done at Pop Toys. Definitely grab some stuff, so there'll definitely be a haul at the end of this video. It was really cool to see. Pop Toys was super busy. There was a bunch of people that went in. Last time I went to the shop, I ran into Gabby and Steve. Gabriel and Steve, who watch the channel. Andrew was saying they always come in, and Gabriel's always asking if I'm here. So if you guys see this video, I waited there. I was there for like a solid, I don't know what time it is, but I was there for a while. I've got these randomly in my car, so I'll do a quick mini haul. So I don't really collect Pops anymore, you guys might know, but my friend Ashby from work was culling his collection, so he put 2 aside for me. So I'll quickly show you those just to keep it on brand. There's a Han Solo from Force Awakens, so that's Old Man Han. And then he also gave me this one, which I love, which is an old Luke Skywalker. That's like an old, I think that's like the OG. Is that OG? I'm not too sure. But that looks like a really old Luke Pop by the looks of things. So there's some Pop vinyls there for you. And I'll show you what I picked up from Pop Toys at the end. But now we're going to go to Waverley Antique Bazaar, and maybe I'll get some lunch on the way.
Alright, so I didn't end up getting lunch. I did not pass go. I went straight to Waverley Antique Bazaar. Now this shot out the front looking at this giant shed really doesn't even do it justice, to be honest. Now right next to the entrance they've got this cabinet full of Hot Wheels, so I had a good look through there for a bit. Now last time, if you guys remember, I only got to check out half of this place. The place was too big and I got there with only an hour left before they closed. So this time I started at the opposite corner and worked my way back to the middle. And this was the first store that piqued my interest, that mostly specialized in video games, retro video games, but they also had just bits and pieces spread throughout. A few figures here and there, and just random pop culture stuff. Got all these old, what are they, Atari games, I think? They had all kinds of old games. Atari, Commodore 64, you name it, they had it. Ooh, look at that, physical media. Now something that's been popping up a lot lately in my videos is VHS tapes. If you guys collect VHS, VHS tapes are spread randomly throughout this whole place. Now these were a little bit weird. They had these tubs of DVDs, $25 for the whole tub. Kind of a weird concept since you can just grab whatever from the other tubs too. Here's me next to a traffic light that's upside down. That's green at the top. That's not how traffic lights work. Now check out this game here, The Way of the Exploding Fist. Remember back in those days, the cover sold the game because you got home and the game was nothing like the cover. This stall here was pretty cool, really nice setup, mostly music and vinyl and things like that. But really well set up. This is a classic album, Kiss Unmasked, and also a classic cover. Look at that. How good is that? I think I've got that on vinyl. Here's some more physical media, DVDs. Had to have a look at this. The Warriors, I've obviously got it, but the Ultimate Director's Cut is trash. I hate all those extra comic book bits that they put in it. Ooh, and something you guys might not know is I'm not really a footy guy, but back when I was a kid, I was a huge footy guy, and Shane Crawford was my hero. Now, if you compare this place to some of the other similar places like Hunted Antiques and Collectibles, Pickers Retro Haven, those other places are a little more well organized with the way you navigate your way through the place, but this place was a little bit more chaotic, the way it's laid out. It's not really a smooth get from A to B, you kind of go from A to C to B to D, which is not a bad thing if you have the time, but if you're in a hurry, you probably want to be more organized. Hey, it's beer o'clock. Now, I'd never heard of this line of Turtles figures, Aikido. Never heard of it. Someone explain that to me. This stall here had all kinds of things from toys to pops to knives. Look at that knife. It's a Legend of Zelda knife. That's a really bizarre thing to see. I very much considered buying this Rambo knife because Rambo is my hero. A little bit out of my budget, but it wasn't crazy expensive. But yeah, this stall kind of had a bit of everything from pop culture related. Just those knives were just randomly thrown in the middle there. So yeah, as you can see, they've got something from every kind of... Whoa! There is an alien xenomorph skull on the shelf. You know, I had a good hard look at that. And the price was, I think it was $195, which is actually, I thought it'd be more expensive than that. I found some random comic books just shoved on the side of these toys here and hidden behind some of the toys. Interesting sighting here. You got a caged parrot, you got the king of rock and roll, and then some naked chick just hanging out at the top there. I finally found some comic books, and like all of these antique places, what's with them all just having all the Phantom comics in the world? It's almost like they're published there. Now, I'm not really into wrestling these days like I used to be, but I gotta give props to this guy for displaying this figure like that. Look at that. Found some more comics here. Now, while flicking through these books, I actually cut myself on a page. Who remembers back in the 90s buying video game magazines? Because I do. You got more VHS tapes. When We Were Kings, that was a fantastic doco. Look at that, a Rob Van Dam figure. I've actually got Rob Van Dam's autograph. He's a wrestler, for those who don't know. These glasses were super cool. They had all these cool Marvel ones, Spider-Man, Iron Man, the Hulk I think they had. Was that a Hulk? Now, obviously this place is huge, and most of the stuff I'm showing is stuff that appeals to me and I guess my channel. But as you can see here, you'll find all kinds of things at this place, including a guitar like this. Check this out. Woodstock bourbon guitar. Yeah, baby. Who didn't drink Woodstock back in high school? Now, I know I keep saying I'm not into wrestling, even though I keep dropping wrestling facts. Just like this SummerSlam here kicked ass. The Rock versus Booker T during the WCW ECW invasion. Hashtag wrestling guy. But right about now, I'd love to have a ride in this thing, whatever it is. By this time, I'd actually seen all the stuff, or all the sections that I didn't get to see last time. So now I'm just revisiting stuff that I did see last time. So I'm not going to give you a full look at the other half of the place. If you guys want to see the first half that I saw, go back and check out the other video. But I will revisit some of the cooler things that I saw last time. Now, this was one of my favorite stalls from last time. I actually bought a vintage Predator figure from them last time, and they're the only place that seems like they have a decent selection of comics, but they're all locked up. And again, since I didn't have a lot of money, I most likely wasn't going to buy anything. I didn't really want to ask them to open up just so I could flick through. That's some art by Mike Chrome, a fellow Aussie, paying homage to Dave Stevens' Vampirella. But yeah, as you can see, out of all the stores that I visited here, this store definitely had the most amount of stuff that I was interested in. The statue there on the left was pretty cool. I didn't know what it was from, but it's pretty badass. I really wanted to go back and see if they had any vintage Predator figs, but unfortunately, that cabinet was actually pretty empty compared to the last time. So they still got that giant Angela figure statue in the background. I think that's a figure. I think that's like a 12-inch articulating figure. I wanted to get another shot of this place, Atomic Void, which was a pretty cool store as well. Had a lot of comics and toys that I'm kind of interested in. I didn't know what these things were, Pufferball, so I just had to touch one. And yes, it feels as weird as it looks. Here's another store that had a lot of toys, a lot of things that are kind of in my wheelhouse, I guess you could say, including these comic books. I always love reading Archie comic book covers, so we'll pull one out and see what it says. I'm pretty sure I pulled one out and filmed it. What's it say? This is one inflation problem I don't mind handling. Yeah. And what I didn't notice last time was they actually had banger books in the back. Look at that. Secret Wars, $400. Just a little over my price range. So the last place I wanted to check out before I left was the good old video store here. Absolutely amazing setup, 50% off everything. It said for the month of July, and this was actually August, so I wonder how many people went to the counter and said, hey, you got a sign that says 50% off. I know at my work we get a lot of that, and then they make us honor it. Anyway, had a good look through the VHS section, and it was actually very different than last time. It actually completely had changed. So this back wall here last time had all the animated series and special interest docos and sports, but it actually changed around. So it was interesting to see. They must sell a lot of videotapes. There was another dude there with his daughter who was buying a big stack of tapes there. So yeah. And here's me spinning right round like a record baby, right round, round, round.
All right, so I'm done. I didn't end up picking anything up from Waverley Antique Bazaar. The section of the place that I hadn't checked out yet was a lot smaller than what I checked out last time. So again, if you want to see the rest of Waverley Antique Bazaar, check out the previous video I did. I explored a bigger chunk of the place than I did today. But anyway, I'll show you guys what I got from Pop Toys. The only thing at Waverley I would have considered, or that I wanted, was the Xenomorph skull, but I can't really afford $195 today. One day I might have one of those in my house. Problem is, they're so big, it takes up an entire shelf. And I don't think that Xenomorph skull is the type of thing that Sarah would want me to display in, the hallway. So anyway, so from Pop Toys, I picked up 2 action figures that I pre-ordered from him. Just a quick plug as well. If all goes to plan, if you're seeing this video and it's only just been released, basically this will be this weekend. So August 11th, Sunday, it runs from 9 AM to 4 AM. However, you do need to pre-order tickets. So 9 AM to 10 is the early bird, which may already be sold out. I'm not too sure. And then you got 10 AM onwards is the regular entry, but you can only buy tickets at the door from 11, as Andrew mentioned. So I do highly recommend pre-booking your tickets online. If you've never been, you won't regret it. It is the best thing ever for collectors. So from Andrew, I picked up 2 DC Multiverse figures. First one, ooh, very nice. I picked up this Starfire Multiverse figure. So when I first saw the promo picture of this, I was like, that is a very cool figure. I wouldn't mind getting that. I just need to get a Raven now to go with this. And I know they released a Raven not that long ago, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. So I'm hoping they do another Raven later down the track that I can get to pair with Starfire. But for now, she can hang out with my Nightwing. Got some cool art there. I don't know who did that cover, but some cool Starfire art. And then I also got this, which I was dying for, which is the Joker and Punchline double pack. I only wanted Punchline. I did a video a little while back, which was like 5 McFarlane figures I'd like to see. And I listed a whole bunch of new DC characters, and Punchline was my number 1, I think. And yeah, then they finally announced it, but they only announced her in a double pack. So I bet what will happen is they'll eventually do a single pack of her, and she'll be better some way. I don't know. But for now, I've got this one. I don't know what I'm going to do with the Joker because I don't really want to have multiple figures, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll check them on my shelf. I've got a little section on my shelf which is just Joker. But yeah, you got the I've got both of these comics actually. This is the Art Germ cover. I don't know the issue of Batman that it is, and this book, this cover was taken from a comic book called Joker's Asylum, and it was like all one-shots of different DC villains. There was a Penguin one, there was a Poison Ivy one, Harley Quinn one, and it was all one-shots stories of different villains, and it was called Joker's Asylum. Super stoked to have these figures. Andrew had something else there for me, but I told him I couldn't afford that today. I'll pick that up from him at the toy fair. So yeah, super pumped for the giant size toy fair. So if you guys are still watching this video, I appreciate you. The next vlog will probably be the giant size toy fair video. I've also got another vlog that I filmed last week, which is sitting in the back burner now because of I really wanted to promote the toy fair because like I said, if you've never been and you're local to Melbourne here, I cannot recommend it enough. So that's all for this one. If you guys enjoyed it, give this video a like, leave a comment, let us know what you thought of this place. If you've ever been here, and yeah, I'm starving, so I'm gonna get some food. Until next time, I'm SimpleSimon. Tell your friends, and keep it simple.